Big man.
Hold on, sir. That's a fucking lion.
I don't have my headphones, so I can't hear you guys. But there you go.
That's a fucking mountain lion right there, man.
Sir.
Better watch out.
Actually, though, very, very cute and mountain lion-esque, yeah.
This is not my cat, by the way.
No, it's not your cat. It's your fucking mountain lion, sir.
Big man. Buddy. Oh, he's so cute.
Is he your buddy, friend?
So cute.
He can hear us. He's just pretending.
Man.
Yeah, he's just pretending he can't hear
cute,
us.
Sir? Huh? Are we big cute?
Of course he's big cute. He has like 4 relatively large murder mittens.
Yeah. I'm going to go let him out. He wants to go outside real bad.
Oh. Well, this is awkward. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Good Keyboard Friends podcast.
Sir.
And this episode is cat whispering.
Yes.
Are you going to dunk on Ham's
basically schedule it so that we will go over all the points for how you best communicate with your cat, how you get your cat to loop your switches efficiently with minor dental stress.
Yes.
One thing to make sure is that, especially for if you're having your feline compadre loop your switches, use older cherries, especially like pre-tool, where you have enough of a give in the stem top, so the chew marks won't really affect the overall experience once you assemble them again.
Yo, guys.
Hey,
he's just like numbing on Ham's food. Wait. He's just going to town on Ham's food.
I
tried to let him out. He's like, ooh.
Like, that's full-on excavator mode.
Yeah, the dude just like goes chomp.
Exactly.
Chomp.
It's like those old school diggers where the shovels are like.
Yeah.
And you guys see Ham just sitting there, knowing he can't do shit.
Yeah.
I see him. Yep.
Poor Ham.
He's upset. But like, what is he gonna do? Big Boi can take.
This
him.
is a reenactment of a Chinese U.S. relations, circa 2026.
Big man.
Who's the U.S.?
Yes.
The audio listeners, the reason why I started recording was to capture Simon's not cat but cat, Big Boi. So that is the reason.
Man. Dude's still going.
He hungry.
I just want him to like be done so I can let him out.
No, he hungry. I was telling the audience, the audio listeners, the reason why we started recording was to capture Big Boi.
Yes, he is very cute. But he's not like a rare visitor in this room because he's the only cat that can be around Ham without it being a problem.
Yeah.
I think
but he's a big cuddly man, so like you could just like carry him like a babby.
But he's also like at the size where you gotta consider, is it more economically feasible to buy pedigree rather than Whiskas?
Oh yeah. Does he like dry food or wet food more? Or he doesn't care? He doesn't give a shit, right?
He likes food.
Yeah.
The dude has eaten like multiple animals like at least half his size in the last couple of days. Dude is eating great. Plus he's having dry food. Let me let him out.
Okay.
Big Boi. Sir.
I'm proud, Tanghus. This is the first time that we've had a non-human on the Round Boi segment of an episode. Big Boi was just nomming on whatever that was, those kibbles or whatever.
I mean, I think I've had my cat in the background at least once or twice.
I think so, yeah.
At least once. So I think we've had Harm too.
Fuck. Okay, well, it's the third time.
That was an unintended pun.
Wait, why? What do you mean? I think I've had Harm too?
I think we had Harm too.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon we lost about 5 or 6 listeners in that span.
All right. Good morning, boys.
Hello.
Oh God.
Morning.
What happened?
Whoops, OBS has crashed. Would you like to copy the crash log to the clipboard?
OBS? Nope. More like oops.
Oh, and thank you for joining us.
I'm still here. It's just like the OBS crashed. We'll get it back.
Yeah. This is the
gotta throw all the errors first. There we go.
I think we need to like that scene from Titanic where just playing under the deck and things just going like. And then suddenly the music stops. I wonder what happened to them.
I'm just here playing my eggplant.
This is the pre-KeyCon Gondo and Jay episode. Gondo will be joining whenever. He's making
And
coffee.
technically, this is the pre-KeyCon episode with Gondo J, because we are having a pre-episode before that.
Yes.
So this is the alignment meeting we have right before the alignment meeting.
Is KeyCon that soon?
So not double it. This is a check-in. This is the check-in meeting before the alignment meeting you guys are having.
Exactly. 16 days? Wait.
Oh my god. I have 16 days to get NWO 5000 protos in my hands.
In 20 days.
And functional CCR sexes, like with like functional solenoids in it.
It's okay. A Vaser is just 10 grand, and then you just need to grab some sheets of whatever and just make a stack polycarb version of it.
Yes. Wait, well, for the audio listeners and video listeners that don't know what you're talking about, Simon, what was the original plan for KeyCon in terms of your boards?
I know the word.
Like Simon has a
ambitious
plan for anything.
Oh, what? Gondo's here.
Bro, I haven't fucking like gotten any rest for like 3 days. I've been working on Black Drop nonstop.
Oh,
I'm so cooked, bro.
oh.
Hi, Gondo. Are you handsome? I can't see you, so I'm gonna assume yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix the webcam on this thing.
That's
you know,
fine.
my therapist.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need the camera, because then you're just going to make the rest of us look even worse.
Don't be like that, man. That's not like that. I'm ugly as fuck.
That's true. That's true. Like Hubert's pretty happy. He's there.
He's there.
Guys, right there.
I even brought a hat. Because we're going to the jungle to get Gondo. Hello, mate. Hello, governor. Oh, wait, that's not Australian. What's Australian?
That's more like a g'day.
Good day, mate.
Oi,
mate.
Be right back.
Obrigado. Anyways,
you're mixing stuff there, man.
Yes. Gondo is here. This is the pre-KeyCon episode. Jay is busy with things. I don't want to speak too much on his situation, but we're still hoping that he makes it in real life. But to start things off, Gondo, can you explain to us, like, what the fuck? What's an ESTA? What's the situation in terms of being able to come to the States? Because I don't know.
Okay, so there are a couple layers to it, right? So the United States, you see, the problem is that anything that I say is probably going to have consequences in the future, because the ESTA authorities are probably going to see anything that I make online. And that's the first part of it. Like, it's freaking creepy, man. Yeah, they check every freaking thing. It's weird, you know. But the thing is, the United States requires visa for pretty much all of the world, right? And so for this view, there are some places where they don't. You don't need exactly a visa. They have been doing electronic something for travel application. It's ESTA.
Okay.
Which is simpler because you can do on your phone.
I mean, it would be very rude of me to interrupt this, but Hubert, like, by you joining in and making this free of us, you actually turned this into an HR case, because now this is bullying.
Are we bullying?
Yeah, because Gondo doesn't have a nice hat.
Well, no, I mean, that's fine. It's completely
nobody
fine.
has these except for us, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, isn't it? I guess.
Like, we don't sell
it's
them.
Fine.
We don't give them to people, dude. They're like,
I mean,
it's just us and Joms.
Technically, it's only us because Joms doesn't have one.
Sorry, Gondo, continue, please.
So, for some countries, there's the ESTA, right? So since I have the European citizenship, I get to do ESTA, which is just the phone thing. And it's pretty mild in some ways. You just have to go to the phone and do things and answer questions. The questions are asinine. The questions are like, and I'm not kidding you, it's literally that. It's like, do you pretend to do terrorist things here in the USA?
Do you intend to come to the US to practice polygamy?
I'm not sure they asked that. I would have answered no, by
They
the way.
do. They do. I know that they do.
I haven't.
Because I was sent a screenshot of it. I'm just like,
Okay, they haven't asked that of me. So I think that I don't fuck anyone
Oh,
anyways.
really?
Yeah, so that's how much they know about you, right? They go, this guy doesn't fuck. That's not asking that question, right? He
we
looks
just
like a
looked at a
terrorist,
photo,
though,
like,
so
no
we asked
point
him the
asking him.
terrorist question.
Oh, yeah. I did like the terrorist question. You got to
Yeah.
have the terrorist question.
Definitely looks like a
Do
terrorist.
you
Let's
intend to
ask him
do
a
a
terrorist
terrorism?
question. Yeah, pretty much. They ask stuff like that, like, do you have the yellow fever? Do you So it like messes with your head, because you feel like, if I really were a terrorist that I want to go to the US and do bad things, like, would I answer yes? I'm not sure, right?
Yeah,
But I think that the big thing about the ESTA isn't actually the questions, obviously, but it's like the background check that they do on you, right? For instance, I know for a fact that I have some friends, and this is not 1, 2, or 3 of them, that have traveled to particular places, and after they've gone to those particular places, they haven't been able to get an STA to the US. Again, those places include Cuba, Venezuela, some parts of the Middle East. So if you travel to, say, I don't know, Iraq, and you're just a tourist, chances are you're not getting an STA anymore.
I wonder if Denmark is on that list.
It is not. No, it's like
It's
North
not.
Korea.
I'm sorry, man. No one fears Denmark. Like, it's not like, oh shit, this dude went to
Mundane
Denmark.
Mark again.
Fuck no, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. And so the process is pretty simple, but the thing is, the scary thing is what happens behind your back. You know, the background check and that kind of thing. If you can't do an STA, then you have to get like the full visa, and that fucking sucks. Here in Brazil, to get a full visa, you're gonna spend something on the range of $800
and
in
it's
a
going to
year
take
and a
like
half.
2 years or something,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. And you can get rejected, by the way. You can spend that much money, and then they go, no, that can happen. So
if it makes you any like more, if I can calm you down a bit and like tell you a bit, like, all the background check they do aren't really that scary, because they already do
it's
them.
not.
They already have all the data anyway, so you don't really
Most
need
probably.
to be scared of it, because it
most
has happened.
probably it's already there. Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing to be scared of. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't worry about it, dude.
particularly, I'm not. It's scary that they know so much about you, I guess, but it's something that we already knew, anyways. But it was okay for me. It was just okay. Answer questions, get the SCA, and be done with it.
Yeah.
But it's a how can I say this? It's a weird process. It's weird.
You better make sure you don't have any memes of JD Vance as a small, like, Oompa Loompa child type thing on your phone, because they won't let you in at the border if you've got those. You can't have JD Vance memes, apparently.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Anyway,
no, I'm not political. That's not me. I'm fine with that.
I mean, it's not political; it's memes.
It's
But
just
yeah,
fun.
I guess.
Yeah,
It's just a bit of a laugh, mate.
Yeah, but you get what it's political. Like, I don't know. It's just not me.
Yeah.
It just don't have those. They might find worse things in my phone, though, but nothing that might block me at the border.
I have sent Gondo. Nobody knows this. I have sent Gondo so many suspicious Instagram reels, videos, and
of
such.
buff Instagram women.
That too.
The Buff Girl Cafe.
No, but for real, it's actually kind of sad how much they know about us and like how much they have access to. Because like, imagine like working at the NSA and then being the case agent for like me. That must be like the worst and most dull job ever. And it's just like,
oh boy, he's Googling how to make thermite again.
Yeah,
he's watching 10-hour leak spin again.
I have this metaphysic like persona or character in my head of Bob the NSA agent, right? So Bob the NSA agent is the guy that watches all that I do and reads all my conversation. And the only thing that I can imagine is like Bob right now is in his desk, and I say like, "Holy shit, this guy is so fucking autistic." And the
I'll
stuff
have you know
I
that
say
everything you
later that
described is true. It's just Bob isn't a person. Bob is a program.
probably Bob.
But
Then,
then
yeah,
Bob
again-
knows you're autistic.
Then you have Bob, but Bob works with Ricky, and like Ricky's my guy, and he's just like the guy that has to like sit and read through the Anarchist cookbook, like every single time I download it. It's just like
yeah.
he just goes like, oh, "Did you download it again? Doesn't he have it already?"
Did he do it again? Come the fuck on, yeah. Like, look at
Why
this
are
guy.
all these uploads to North Korea fucking happening daily?
Yeah, So,
But for
and-
sure,
and
you are.
I've heard
you
the
approve,
shittiest
though.
things, the like border control. I've heard the weirdest stuff. It is what it is,
Yeah.
It's at one point you've got to admit that it's how can I say this? It looks unfounded in so many ways, but the matter of fact is that it's someone's territory. They get to say who gets in and who gets out, I guess, Still weird though.
Yeah.
Still very
Dude,
weird.
Gondo, if they let me in, you're fucking cool, bro. You're chilling. Like, you got no... Like, if they
Yeah,
let me in, you're chilling.
No, I mean, the thing is, the process is so contrived, and they can just decide not to get you in for the weirdest reasons, like the JD Vance memes and that kind of thing.
Or even
So
better,
I don't know, man. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird sensation, that
I-
have you ever imagined that when you go to a place and then your ever first interaction with that place, you haven't even set foot in that place. Your ever first interaction in the place is that they might just reject me. They might just go, fuck you, and no.
yeah, that's called the nightclubs in Berlin.
Yes,
And-
nightclubs in Berlin.
And all of
Exactly.
Sweden, apparently.
That's so,
Exactly.
and half of Copenhagen.
Nightclubs in Berlin, you have to say the right word. You have to get to the boss and say ciao, Alter, and then they let you
Abracadabra.
get in. That too.
Abracadabra.
Ich liebe die Ballen.
Oh, me too. I love balls.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But for sure, you are coming. That's what she said. You're going to be a KeyCon.
I did that yesterday. Today's the third time.
He's been pre-approved, but it's no guarantee, because even then, you take the plane all the way there, you go to the border, and the guy behind the counter just looks at him, he doesn't like the look of you, goes like, nah. And then
That's
you get to go home.
That's such
Which
a
is
weird
also like
feeling,
really
isn't it?
fucking annoying, because like I spent hours on
Counterpoint.
this check,
Such a
and
counterpoint.
now you're
Such a
rejecting
weird
me.
feeling.
Okay,
Yeah.
counterpoint, because it could go the other way too, dude. Like, when I rolled up and...
Yes,
like,
they're never getting to Brazil anymore. Yes, if they're not getting in, I'm not letting them get into Brazil anymore. The other
like the
way
dude in the-
around. Yes, Bob. Fuck you, Bob. You're not getting into our jungles. And
Bob's
like-
just fucking...
no Brazil for you, Bob.
Poor Bob, dude.
Poor Bob.
Bob doesn't
No
even get
Italy too.
paid.
Yes, no Brazil and no Italy. You remember the fettuccine you had? Nope. Not anymore.
Fuck, man. Well,
It wasn't even a real like fettuccine. Wasn't it just like one of those New York Italian things?
Yeah. At the airport or something.
Yeah.
I'm excited though. At least you're here. I'm still. I do not want to speak on Jay's situation. I'm not going to sell his tickets. I'm going to pretend that he's going to be here until KeyCon actually starts and ends. So hopefully Jay will be here as well. But at least we'll have Gondo.
Maybe just in case.
In other
See,
news,
like how fast you can get like one of those like pull up boards off Jay and just get him printed like 1-to-1 on it. Just
Done.
Just have it handy.
oh hell yeah,
Or maybe like see if you can get a cheap Segway on and a used iPad on Craigslist and just have him scoot around.
Oh, actually, holy shit though. Actually though, that might be fun.
Or you could have him on FaceTime and have the iPad on the back, and so every time you need to speak to Jay, you just turn your back on people.
like Voldemort and what's his face?
Exactly.
Just live on the back of somebody
Yeah.
else's
Oh
head.
yeah.
Hermione Granger and Voldemort. Yeah.
Dude, no, we do that, but we strap Jay to my crotch.
So hold on. I need to say-
Obviously, like iPad faces towards my crotch.
Yeah,
it's going
of
to be
course.
so good, like when you stop in the middle of the meetup and just like, "Are you okay down there, buddy?"
This Simon guy is really weird. Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
excited, Gondo. Again, this episode is just KeyCon stuff, pre-KeyCon stuff, whatever the fuck.
Nice.
I have to go in 2.5 hours for
Yeah,
Memorial Day shit.
I need to go in like before that because like I'm going to Kate's grandmother's 95th birthday.
Oh, okay. So we'll have to talk about Keeb Foundation some other time, Gondo.
But guys,
I mean,
last
we
time
could
we had
talk-
Gondo,
we
it was
could
like
talk
4
about it,
hours. You know
but, like,
this.
Yeah, we're not going to talk for 4 hours. I got shit to do.
Yeah. I was thinking after this podcast episode, we do a quick call about Keeb Foundation because I've been a little busy, Simon, collecting responses, feedback, and stuff like that. And Gondo has stated that he would like to be part of it, but we can save that for another part of this.
I'm actually doing the whole geological survey. The
I
geological
mean, Gondo
survey
is on the
before,
list
because before the Keeb Foundation, we need the Keeb excavation, and I'm in the middle of that.
Yeah. All right, Gondo. Do you want to talk about your itinerary? Because it's changed a bit. If you don't want to, I'm not going to put you on the spot in terms of going to KeyCon.
Yeah. So the process for selection of professors in Brazil is a little bit contrived. It's weird. So it's like a 4-stage process, and the selection committee is so the process works like this. They open up it's a public selection because most of them are public universities, and then you sign up for that, right? So you put in all the documents, you put in all of your research plan, your whatever, and then they select the committee. And the thing is, because public universities in Brazil are so what we call endogenous, it's a small community of some way. It's really common for people that are somehow acquainted or related, like academically, to find themselves in like symposiums and conferences, that kind of thing. So when you go for a selection, there might be some conflict of interest, right? So for instance, my advisor can't be on the committee, the selection committee. Someone that I've published with can't be in the selection committee. And the problem that brings is that you don't know the dates. So you sign up, then they select the committee, then they select the dates.
Yeah.
So you just wait for them to tell you when
Hi,
it's gonna happen.
James. I'm talking to James right now, who's locked in the basement, sending him like manufacturer information. He's like, "Aren't you podding right now?" I'm live on the pod. Hi, James.
What's up? Yes,
But
he's podding right
just
now.
like, wouldn't it make more sense, like, for a doctor to like to get in? Don't you want to be like part of a secret cult before?
Well,
Because
see,
that
that's
would
the
make it easier.
problem.
Like, it's kind of like you're doing it the opposite way around. Like, you're getting in and then.
Well, see, the thing is, that's the problem. Like, they don't want secret cults to be a thing, I guess. I don't know. I'm not part of
They
anyone,
don't
so I'm
want
just
them.
guessing.
It's not the same as not having them.
Well, I'm not part of them, so I can't say.
Yes.
I mean, you say that, but you wanted to join the Keyboard Foundation, which is like kind of like
Yes,
I
the
took, like,
Illuminati of
Illuminati
keyboards, the
keyboards
secret
and Black
organization of keyboards.
Simon
We are
and
going
Black
to rule
Drop
the world with
all
metallic
together.
rectangles.
which makes the shape of shapiness.
If this is an offensive sign, I apologize. I don't know.
Wow. What, did you just call my mom?
I'm sorry.
Yes. You guys are kidding, but that might actually get you killed in Rio.
It
Really?
might.
Yes. Not
What
actually
is-
that
Oh,
one,
is it
but
some
like
gang shit?
making hand signs that you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
There have been cases of people that made hand signs, common hand signs like this one. for
Isn't it something
victory
like
or
this
whatever.
one, or is it, how is it?
That's
No,
blood, that's blood, that's blood.
it's not that complicated. In Rio,
Oh
it's
my,
just
oh my
this.
God, Hubert!
Like you do
Fuck you.
this for victory, I guess. This is kind of
Oh,
immersive, right?
that means fuck you, right?
No, that's the symbol that they do for a specific gang, and that's it. And all other types of hand signs, I don't know them because I'm not affiliated with any of them. But we have reports of that happening. People just make signs and they get killed. So yeah, watch your back in Rio, in Brazil.
I think there's it goes like there's the teaser, then there's the pleaser, then there's the shocker, then there's the
Whoa.
sparker, and then there's the showstopper.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
I apologize to anyone we've offended. Yes. No,
Yes.
continue, Gondo. I'm sorry to derail this. Continue
So
your
anyway,
itinerary. Yeah.
one of those processes was scheduled for the Monday right after KeyCon. So it will be a little bit tight, a little bit of a tight schedule. So I will leave on the night of the Saturday. Actually, I think it's like Sunday 1 a.m. or something.
Fuck.
Something like that. Then I'm gonna get back to São Paulo, and then on the other day I'm gonna have a written test for the public selection process for a professor.
Hey.
Yep.
So Professor Gondo is going to be Professor Gondo as opposed to. Oh no, it's going to be Professor Gondo as opposed to Dr. Gondo.
It is going to be like Professor Gondo, I presume. It's going to be Professor Gondo. We know for sure.
Well, that depends, I guess. So now I'm what's called a postdoc. So I'm not exactly a professor at the university, but I already deliver lectures. So
Yeah.
you know, the difference is that as a professor, I get actual salary.
Hey.
No, the difference is the title you get to put on your parcels you get sent to the door, so you can humble brag back to the postman.
Doctor.
Yeah, professor in Brazil is not a humble brag. It's absolute shit. Being a professor in Brazil fucking sucks.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like there's a lot of people in Brazil, and like education is like available to people, right? So like you could just like get education, and it doesn't cost you like $200,000, right?
No, it's shit. It's bad.
Yeah,
Like the
it's actually
education
cheaper.
is bad.
The
Insanely
bribe is
bad.
less than 2K.
Like
Ooh.
primary teachers, they get killed in their classes. Organized
Well, I
crime, that kind of
mean,
thing. It's
yeah,
bad. It's
dude,
pretty
it's
bad.
Brazil. That goes without saying. You die anywhere. It's like America, but turned up to like 12 for the violence.
No, we don't have school shootings. It's not that way that you die.
Yeah, the shootings happen like outside where it's nice, as opposed to like in schools.
But you do have like
Right?
the vast majority of the lower class living in refugee sheds.
Yeah.
The favelas.
Kind of. So the thing about education in
It's
Brazil
called
is that
Detroit.
we have this very unique setting, right? So the thing that happens is the public primary education in Brazil sucks. And when I mean sucks, I mean schools don't have any infrastructure. They're literally like falling walls around. They don't have like food, and the kids should eat, to learn and that kind of thing. And it's insanely bad. But then the higher education system, so the gist of it is, if you want average, like decent schooling, you're gonna have to pay private, and those are insanely expensive. That's the gist of it. However, when you go to higher education, the best universities in Brazil, they are public, and most of them actually. So this makes for this weird system where primary schoolers' basic education for the poor people is absolute dog shit. It's bad. It's pretty bad. Like, we have people going out of high school being, not being able to read and make basic math. But then, so the rich people or the people that have some means, they get private education. However, the people that got private education because they got good or decent education, they get into the best schools, which are public. So they don't pay higher learning for higher learning.
Yeah.
The problem is that the mechanism by which you learn a trade and are able to ascend socially and make money, exactly, higher education. So that makes it a weird kind of trap where the lower income people, they don't get enough trade education to like do, we call it qualified professions, right? To get into those marketplaces. And the rich people get university for free. So it's weird. It's very weird. Also, when I say rich, you've got to remember that we're talking about Brazil. The standards and the like classes, they are very different from what you guys would imagine, So very rich person in Brazil probably doesn't have the same quality of life in the they don't have access to the same things as say a middle class American person does. In Denmark, it's a little bit different because in Denmark, the things that are expensive for us are free in Denmark, like good education, good health. But you guys that get taxed the shit out of you. So, it's a little bit different how it works.
I mean, what's 54% between friends?
Fuck.
I mean,
Well, you say fuck, but
I
like
would
you
gladly pay
actually get the value out of it.
54% because that's what Brazil pays right now. That's what we're paying right now. We're paying like 48. So I would fucking pay 54 to live to Denmark. Like, if the Denmark government is hearing this, come on, give me. I would absolutely do it. So Brazil is a place of contradictions. It's interesting. It's rather interesting. Just don't make hand signs, and you should be fine, I guess. Yeah.
I think one of the big issues we have here is essentially that the last 25 years, the politics around here has been essentially tax cuts on tax cuts, and then cut funding. So the quality of, say, public education here and, say, elder care, other stuff, we get significantly less value for our taxes than we did before. Because you're kind of stuck in this archaic system that they can't really spend more on the budgets, and the past couple of years they have had to spend less money on their budgets while we are getting more tax cuts here. So, like, it's not uncommon for, say, a elderly person living in one of the poorer municipalities around here. What before might have been someone coming to help clean their house twice a week is now replaced with a robot vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of an edge case, but it's also people like sitting in their diapers for quite a long time. It's kind of fucked, but then again, every place is fucked.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah,
fucked,
but
dude.
it's a
It's
problem
just
that no
degrees of how fucked.
knows how to solve the problem, do they?
I can solve it with fucking 4 major actions, my dude.
Let's go, Simon. What
You can solve it with one legislation, is that you actually need to pull back the maritime borders of the UK, and then we just all go live on Sealand again.
Sealand?
Okay.
Like in the islands?
Sealand, the raised platform / country.
It's the micronation.
Oh, like Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, like the Metal Gear Solid when you create your platforms. I understand now.
Exactly.
Kind of like that. Yep.
Mother base. Yeah. Oh, but Denmark, Tanghus, you have the benefit of hot Viking women. So Gondo might go to Denmark.
I would absolutely go to fucking Denmark.
Who wouldn't?
If they will have me. Who freaking wouldn't?
I mean, don't you have...
And the best part about it is that I already can live there, so no bureaucracy involved. My camera doesn't like Denmark, apparently.
Say again, Tanghus?
I mean, don't you have an Italian passport that you just like...
Yes, I do.
See, that's the great thing, because we're not going to hire the Brazilian Gondo. We'll just hire Italian Gondo for the universities here.
But I am Italian.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, my camera doesn't want to cooperate. I'm sorry. It's
can I ask you? I have a lot of shit to give you, and like actual good shit. This is before we bring it back to KeyCon, but I have a lot of like spare mics. Are you
gonna talk smack to the guy?
No. Spare mics, spare webcams. Can I give you some? Like, I know you're using a Snowball, but I got some.
Yeah, it's an old ass one. That Germ. Remember Germ? You weren't around for Germ, weren't you? Were you?
You nominated him for a good keyboard friend.
Yes, I did, but
I don't know him personally.
Right? Yeah. So, she transitioned a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
And there we go. My camera is back, and they gave me this, and this was awesome. I should clean it up a bit, shouldn't I? But yeah, it's been working ever since, and it's been golden.
Okay, well, I'll add it to the Gondo pile, but all this to say, we're obviously happy that you are going through this process, but at the same time, we are sad selfishly because the original plan was you flying in Friday, we pick you up, and you hang out with Jay and his wife and all of us throughout not just KeyCon, but through a little bit of the next week. But now it's going to be you arrive before us, and we only have Friday and a little bit of Saturday to hang out, but we're gonna make fun. We're gonna make.
Listen, as long as I get to hug Gondo, bro, I'm fucking set. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I just give me like one good fucking hug.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Just
it's gonna happen.
I can go home. I don't even want to go to the fucking meetup, dude.
Can I hug the back while you hug the front, or opposite?
Hey, what's a hug?
We hug as he spins.
Okay. We just have to find something that spins a person. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's called a lazy Susan. They make them for...
I have no idea what that is. Should I look that up?
No, it's true.
Should I look that up? Am I going to regret looking that up?
No,
Goodbye, Gondo. His ESTA has been revoked. No, yeah, we have it for spices, right? At least in our kitchen, we have it for spices.
It's one of those search terms where you look it up and like, yeah,
holy shit, it's literally that. It's something that spins so you guys can get your food. You got North American people, they are so creative at getting food, aren't they?
You say creative, but like imagine living in a country where like if I want food right now, I have to get in a vehicle and fucking drive for
the pain. Holy shit.
No.
Someone
you say
No, I'm sorry. Fuck off. Because like everywhere else on the planet, you can fucking walk outside and come back with food with your legs, bro. You just can't fucking do that here.
But you say creative,
like just having like a shop nearby, bro.
How many colors were invented in the United States?
Sorry, what? How many colors?
Yeah, how many colors did the United States invent?
Invent?
Yeah. See?
What do you mean?
At least 40 reds.
Aha! I understood that very sad reference.
It's in my burritos.
It's in my everything. I love all the random fucking health problems that I have suspiciously that I live here and eat American food as opposed to non-American food.
Fucking Iowa has the highest rates of cancer and carcinogens like in our water and everything. So I might die before you, dude.
No, they have that because of all the nuclear testing that they did in the 40s and how that drafted over the population. So like high cancer rates are pretty high here as well because of the drift of the fallout.
I thought the key to eating American food was that you can eat all of it, but you just can't go to California because then you might get cancer. But if you eat it and stay out of California, you're safe.
Yeah. The California cancer risks only apply if you're in California.
Yeah, exactly. So if you eat it outside California and just make sure that you never ever go there, it's okay.
Right. That's true. This is true. This is factually correct. But yeah, we're excited, dude. This might be an extended Long Boy segment, but Gondo, tell us the foods. And Simon, what are we gonna get into? What are we gonna eat, guys?
I just want to fucking
pizza. Obviously,
want to shovel like meat sandwiches in my mouth.
Why eat? Beer is literally liquid bread.
Yeah, of course there's gonna be.
It's like you don't even need to eat.
I don't drink. I'm sorry, but I'll have everything else.
I mean, you might not drink, but you can't drink excessively.
But why?
What?
Tanghus,
then you won't have to eat.
I've never had mead before, and I've been told that mead tastes good. I want to drink mead because as
mead
little boys,
awesome. Mead is pretty good.
I've never had it. We've listened and read like the Conan the Barbarian and all those fucking like pirate stories. I want to drink mead. I want to try it.
It's kind of the same concept as any other sugar product that you ferment. It heavily, it relies on that you use what honey you use and what yeast you use and the water and the fermentation process itself. Like it can be good and it can be meh,
you guys
and it can
do
be
understand that mead is actually probably the oldest fermented drink beverage
Yep.
in like
I did
humanity.
not know that. I did
right?
not know that.
Yeah, it's like
Yep.
the what of the Assyrians just put in some very sweety fruits, some water, and then some motherfucker forgot to take them out. And they were like, "Hey, this made something that makes me feel funny."
For the
And
number of things that have been discovered by just like forgetting a bunch of shit somewhere is like tens of thousands,
amazing.
if not hundreds of thousands. It's wild.
I'm still thinking about the guy that cataloged which mushrooms are edible.
Yep.
Because
mean,
that guy was awesome. That guy was like, okay, I need to discover
No,
which
not as
mushrooms are
awesome
edible.
as the guy that was like, I'm going to rate the pain intensity of every insect bite or sting.
Okay,
And
okay,
then
that's good.
nobody could
Okay, yep.
corroborate his fucking findings.
That's true.
They couldn't be peer reviewed because people are like, I don't want to fucking be stung by 10,000 insects. Fuck that.
Okay, yeah,
But
that's
one of the problems that you're mentioning, say the mushrooms. Like, what qualification does it take to be a professional mushroom hunter and teach people for mushroom hunting? Like, the only qualification I see around here is that the person has gathered mushrooms, eaten them, and lived.
And is alive. Yep.
Like, as I see that is a market I would like to maybe see a bit more strict regulation, or at least maybe like make sure
you have
that
to
the
think
person,
about it. You have to think about
like
it.
all of it
because
happens on a trust me bro basis. You
It's
are
not,
putting
no. It's
all
not a trust me, bro.
trust, like
it's not because
your
there's
life
someone
in the
cataloging.
hands of this poor elderly Susan who's like walked through this and said, "This one can be eaten, this one can't."
This got dark really fast. You see, because the thing that you have to understand is that someone cataloged it, right? Because someone made like a book or something that said, okay, this one you can eat, this one you cannot. So there was someone overseeing the operation. Because if you eat a mushroom and die, you're not coming back to tell other people that you can eat that mushroom.
Oh, there has to be a third party, not documenting.
Exactly.
No, it just
so
has
there
to be
must be
rule of
someone
two.
observing, okay, blue mushroom, check. Yeah.
Oh, red mushroom.
No, it makes sense. There just has to be a rule of two. There can always be a master and apprentice here. Because if you have to make sure that once like you eat something that can't like figure out, oh, stop, we can't eat this, then the apprentice takes over. I have to get a new mushroom guy in, get him through all like the catalog, and then they start anew and goes to the next mushroom and the next and the next. Then they hit a new one, go like, oh, can't eat that one. Balance over again. New apprentice, gotta start the whole process, gotta work your way through the list, get through like 10, 15, maybe if you're lucky. Boop, oh, can't eat that one. New apprentice.
Mushroom cataloging, the most collaborative of efforts and the most deadly, one of the deadliest.
In my mind, we had someone oversee the operation. In my mind, we had someone like, okay, this thing, and then they were like, oh, hey, Jimmy, or whatever. What would you say you ate these for 10 drachmas or whatever the coin was at the time? That probably wasn't even a coin. They were trading stuff still, And then Jimmy eats the thing, and then Jimmy falls, and then he goes, okay, nope. And then he goes, yep.
But
and
then
he
again,
goes, no, Teddy, I have this new thing for you to try. So there was this evil mind that was cataloging shit. And that guy is awesome. That guy is like, I wanted to know that person. We probably don't speak the same language, but I would love to know how he manipulated so many people.
But you also have to consider the Vikings, their approach. I think that one was maybe not I don't think there's anything
eat
like
a mushroom and go to battle.
I think that's just
awesome.
a bunch of bros. I think it's essentially just going like, Ragnar just decides to like, guys, see, I'm going to eat that mushroom over there, and then I'm going to beat the crap out of those guys. Like those Englishmen over there, like, absolutely going to get it. And we go like, fuck no, bro.
Fuck you,
And then after the whole process, looking like...
And then Ragnar turns into a fucking killing machine.
Yeah.
He did it. And then they just piled up on all the mushrooms.
Berserker mushrooms.
Yep.
There was one... There's a sushi bar, a rotating sushi conveyor belt place in Chicago that I brought up to Gondo. And I know maybe that doesn't sound correct in Chicago, but I've never been to that. I've never been to Japan, like outside of the airport. So that to me is like...
Bro, you've been in Japan, but in the airport?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if he wasn't in an embassy, he was in Japan. No?
Yeah.
Technically, it depends if like you stayed international side or if you had to like re-clear security.
We went to Indonesia afterwards. Like it was a connecting flight, and I was dead. I wanted to kill myself. It was like a 20-hour flight combined, like total from here
that's
to
fucking
Chicago
oof.
to Japan to Indonesia. I never fucking want to do that again.
In Japan, they have some of those, but it's a train that like brings your plates. And
Oh.
it's so fucking good. That was my deal with Kate. That like if we go to a sushi place, it's got to have the train. I got to have the train bring me my beer, and the train bring me my plates.
Yeah,
it's so good when the train arrives at my station.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Oh no, I'm so excited. I won't spoil it, but Tanghus will also be there in spirit, and you too will understand what I mean when I do the thing that I'm trying not to spoil.
He's turning me into a schnapps.
Yep, he's gonna 3D print
a very large
tiny
bottle
Tanghus,
and drown
and he's
me
gonna
in
put it
vodka.
up his ass, and then he will be there.
No. See, what we have gathered is essentially a very, very large bottle. What's going to happen is that Hubert's going to like stuff me in there. It's just like
yeah. It's like the
and
ship
once
in the
I'm
bottle.
in, he's going to drown me in spirits and then freight me across, and I'm going to be there in spirits.
Can I sign up for this? Can I also get drowned in just like pure alcohol?
I mean, absolutely. I think we can. Like, I think the guy had 2 bottles.
I mean, you probably have to be either Germanic or Nordic to do that kind of thing, right?
I'm Germanic.
I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, spice a variety of life.
I mean,
like,
okay,
there
no,
might be different flavors to it.
You
like
absolutely look like fucking Maximilian right there.
I have the widest name, which is hilarious. I would like an Asian name, but when you said something about bottle,
Dude,
I thought
I can
it was
say
gonna,
that
Dude,
his
Hubert,
name is
he
literally
sent me
Jürgen
his
von
address.
Kampf.
Because I sent Hubert some stuff so he can bring it, right? And he sent me his address, and I'm like, no fucking way. That's your name.
I guess that's the German part of me, right? Yeah,
that's so awesome.
No. I'm going to dog Hubert right on spot. His real name is Jürgen.
It's not that far. It's actually not that far.
Jürgen Heinstein.
It's so awesome.
Through all the schooling and all the jobs, they're like, my name. They look at me.
Yeah. And like of the two of us, if you get Hubert and me, and then you go, which one of these two is called this? Everyone's gonna go me. It's awesome, man. It's so awesome.
You have to remember, you have to name your kids. You have to give them a power name.
Power name, okay.
Give them a name that gives presence.
Like Tanghus.
Leonidas.
No, like I think like if
Leonidas,
I think I would name my kid something like Tarkin, like something that really instills fear.
General Tarkin, yeah.
No one's gonna know what that is. This generation doesn't know Star Trek.
No, exactly true.
That's not a thing.
They don't care about Battlestar Galactica.
They don't care about that. That's not a thing for them. I was trying to make like 40K references.
The old, they're just so fucking cool, man. Like the ancient Egypt and how they sent Kurt Russell to like blow up the Death Star. Such a
they sent awesome. Fuck. They sent
Joaquin Phoenix.
No, Mel Gibson, bro.
Mel Gibson.
Bro,
because the Earth was a battleground, and
yeah,
it was Mel Gibson.
True. Yeah. That's my favorite. The one where Mel Gibson discovers the monkeys, and they find the Statue of Liberty.
Yes. Do you remember Spaceballs? The end of Spaceballs. That scene.
Wasn't that the end of Spaceballs?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Real quick, a segment because you guys brought it up. I did not know we are surrounded by 40K enjoyers. I know obviously Gondo and Tanghus are 40K enjoyers, but I'm a closeted 40K enjoyer. Simon,
when I was
are you
a kid,
why closeted, man?
Assembled and painted some models and played a little bit.
Well, that's fucking awesome. I say closeted in the sense that I like the lore, but I haven't taken the time to do a deep dive.
He's just sexually curious.
I mean, I've only consumed the lore in many years because, like, I have no one to play with. It's very, very sad, actually.
He reads it for the plot, boys.
It's actually, I actually do quite enjoy the plot because it has, like, this perfect, like, techno dystopia. It's like, what's her face that does all those, like, terrible romance books? Like, cheap. This is essentially Frank Herbert, but that's 40K.
Well,
It's just like the cheap romance
Frank
novel
Herbert
as
is
the
better.
airport version of Dune.
No. Let me.
I do like the social commentary quite a lot in it.
A little segment inside this segment. Why the fuck? Spoilers, Dune spoilers, by the way. Why the fuck did they turn Dune, a desert with spice, into a water planet? And they're like, oh shit, that was a bad idea. Turn it back. I could have fucking told you that the worms were not going to have a good time when it's fucking water. I could have told you that.
What? Have you never seen waterworms, bro?
Water worms.
Yeah, like their native environment
the
is
worms
like in
were
the
ones
water,
that
dude.
It was the worms that consumed the water, essentially. They just like
My
bumped
prob-
them in. So essentially, the water. They knew the worms were going to have a great time there, so it just dumped them on the best planet.
My problem with Dune is that it just got ridiculous at some point. You know, like how they keep reviving. Was it Duncan, Idaho? I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he keeps dying and he keeps reviving, you know. And then the God Emperor turns into a giant worm, and
Yep.
you know,
And that's
and
the
then,
son of the. Yeah.
And then he's a giant worm. So get this, he's a giant worm, like literally, he's a giant worm. And the book contains some small body horror, which is cool. It's awesome, but you know. And then he wants an heir, and like motherfucker, that ship is sail.
I'm not gonna fuck a worm. Yeah,
No, you have to remember the context of Dune is that Frank made this book, and everyone read it wrong. So he made every book is just an underscore to this. Like first book, the Dune to actually be Paul is actually quite bad. Second book is listen, people, the guy's like pretty fucking bad. Third book is like don't you get
don't
it?
understand. He's fucking Hitler. Yes.
It's just like any book after is just like you dance. Like look at him. Like how the fuck?
That's a very accurate description. Like every book iteration is basically Frank Hubert doubling down. You know, because he's really bad. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Pretty much like you guys didn't get it the first time.
You don't understand. He's bad. Yeah, that's
right.
That's it.
No. 40K, dude. 40K is so fucking awesome. There was a 40K store in a mall close by here, but obviously that closed. But there's the lore aspect of just reading the books. There's the, consuming the media. There's actually playing the game. I've never played the game. I've just consumed the lore.
Which game?
So I love 40K.
There are quite a lot.
I like the salamanders. Well, I played Space Marine 2, and then I watched the ones on Warhammer Plus illegally. I didn't pay for Warhammer Plus. I watched it through other means.
You hacked your way in.
One could say there was some hacking.
Yeah, you bought access to the Chinese servers. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's nice, man. Warhammer. I like Warhammer here in Brazil is pretty limited, so it's hard to find a place that you can play. I haven't found one in my town, so I don't know if there is one. Probably not. But obviously in big places, right? But it's so freaking expensive. So I haven't been like.
Usually you can just like show up.
Pretty much,
Like
I
people
just
might
show
just
up.
be playing games like outside of hobby shops.
I just show up and
Just
talk
like
shit.
in like people's houses.
Imagine having a hobby shop in your local town.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Like the local like game like group here that the tabletop.
But
called the group here. I was checking in, and none of them play 40K because they're like Games Workshop bad, which is fine, actually correct, absolutely based statement too. And like none of them plays it. I was like, okay, so I just do it for the painting.
Well, what are your favorite factions? I like salamanders.
Oh man, my favorite factions.
I think it's kind of all of them, but like.
Simon likes Tanghus likes the Chaos Marines.
No, but like you kind of have to like. I do like the Chaos. Like for Marines, I do kind of like the Chaos because when it like you have to remember Alpha Legion is essentially just spy versus spy. Oh, yeah. It's just like white spy, black spy. Nobody knows what the other arm is doing, and they're just like doing shenanigans. I kind of like a Mechanicum because essentially what happened there is just that the IT guys somehow ascended into like a higher power because they were able to turn the router back on, like off and back on again, and then I guess it's the orcs, because like orcs are fun. Like, why don't you like them?
Wow.
No,
Like,
I like humanity, man.
don't you
I
like
like
fun?
humanity, but I don't like humanity because I like how humanity, but I like how the setting has developed it so much into this weird dystopia, and it all makes sense and it works. You know, like okay, chaos. So chaos, they're the bad guys. They want to fuck shit up. They don't have any particular, motive. There are 2 or 3 guys that are like, okay, we have a plan. Like Abaddon. So he has a plan. He wants to do shit. Abaddon actually wants to do shit, and I respect that. He's just cringe as fuck. Then you have, okay, Necrons. They are dead alien race that got bamboozled by another dead alien race, and then they got fucked up. Okay.
Oh,
Then you have
I do like modern Necrons.
the
They're like
Drukari. The
bickering
Drukari are
elderly.
interesting because they literally fucked to oblivion. That's basically what they did. The Eldar, right? Yeah. And then, okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Very based.
pretty much. And then, okay, so then you have humanity. In humanity, the setting about humanity, okay, is the most developed one in the setting, but it's like this. So they had this guy, which was the emperor, and he was against gods. He was like, dude, that thing does not exist. We should not abide by gods. But for someone that didn't like gods, he was pretty fucking godly himself. Like, he did shit. He grew. He was like 3 meters, 4 meters tall, and he had this huge voice, and he was telepathic. And then we were like, that's a fucking god right there, So, okay. And then this dude dies.
I will interject here for a second, because you have to consider, for a guy, like, the Emperor's kind of interesting, because you're saying basically he is like a god among men, but you're also like, for a guy that allegedly knows everything and how everything was and how everything will transpire, it's kind of odd to have so many like backup plans.
It is, and it's. I like that there's like a crack in the character. Like, hey, this guy says that he's like that, but he's kind of bringing up. I love that. And then Emperor dies, and this huge clash comes up, and then humanity devolves into a religious dystopia. That's fucking awesome, because that's exactly what would happen. We all know that that's exactly what would happen. That's exactly what we would do. We would start killing each other over who likes the Emperor the best.
Yeah.
I think
there's also the whole concept. What's the name of them? There's a civilization. Horus discovers this civilization that essentially is the Empire, just a bit smaller, but they have essentially on the same technological level. And he figured out, like, hey, they're pretty smart, and they're actually like way better off than us, and they just bomb it into oblivion.
Oh fuck!
The Interrex.
Yeah, he was like, hey, these guys are actually good. Let's blow them up. And
let's blow them up.
Yeah. So essentially, Emperor, US, Europe.
Yep.
I think, but by the way, I think there's a slight delay, so I apologize if anybody's talking over you, Gondo. I think Simon would be a great knight. I think Simon is a great knight enjoyer.
So I don't remember like any of the lore, any of the character. I don't remember anything. I just remember like painting some models 20 plus years ago.
I feel like Grey Knight. I feel like Grey Knight would be you.
No, but again, Alpha Legion, very nice purplish indigo color.
Oh, yeah. You do like purple. Do you like purple? Or you just like eggplants? Yeah, I like purple too.
Like, if you zoom in, basically, Simon just like, I like purples.
I love purple, bro.
Yeah,
Purple's the best.
Purple's good. Purple is good.
Yeah.
Purple is good.
Purple's great. See, did you not see the fucking purple anodization on the CCR sex?
I'll see it in 2 days when you fulfill. And you
what?
If you're not fulfilling in 2 days, I want my money back.
Let me yoink real quick.
Just get the OBS disconnect screen.
Cancel.
Goodbye. This is the shit that I'm excited for. When we meet Gondo in real life, we just talk shit we enjoy. I'm going to Germany. We might be able to meet up with Tanghus, but there's like a lot of family shit going on. So maybe we'll meet up with Tanghus. But this is the shit that we like. Just hanging out with the boys, talking about fun things. Are you laughing, Gondo? What's going on?
I'm going to Germany. This is so awesome.
Wait, when?
Imagine the immigrations officer. He looks
July 12th to 28th.
like you.
The Germans, they just go like, Hello, Jürgen.
Did we actually nick you? Sorry, man. I know I keep commenting on it, but it's so surprising and it's such a nice thing, you know.
But just immigration looks his passport look like.
You know. One of the things that I've had to deal with my entire life is that I'm just a stereotypical asshole, you know, because white, heterosexual, male, gym thing, and I'm an engineer, so that's just screams asshole.
You are
if
literally
you have, like,
everything wrong with this world.
Exactly. So if there was a high school special, I'd be the villain, like hands down. So breaking stereotypes is my thing. I love it. And Hubert is a walking broken stereotype. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I love it.
He is.
I freaking love it.
Bro, I keep bringing up the Axis of Evil comment that you brought up when we were with Khalil.
I don't know how I came up with that. That was a good one. Yeah.
No. See, but this is why Hubert. This is why you're so fucking great, because basically you are a living grounding rod. You just like take every situation that is going around here, just like immediately, you just like in your present, you just de-escalate it.
Yeah.
And like, not a bad thing. It's also how you are and how, like, as I'm saying with the name, yes, but it's just like, for some reason, you take everything bad and just make it normal.
Well, I love being a thick, solid grounding rod. I'll suck anything that you want. I'll suck in the bad. I'll suck in things from the water, from the ground, from the air, and I'll ground it through this thick, solid rod.
High voltage, low voltage, give it to me, all of it.
Yeah. AC, DC. For those about Highway to Hell, whatever.
For those of you, Hubert has been thunderstruck.
Oh, Sorry, I don't know where that goofy sound came from. Ahoy!
Wow.
KeyCon topics, anything else before I bring up Keeb Foundation?
Gondo, I
What's
wanted
up?
to like have an NWO 5000 proto at KeyCon. KeyCon's in like 15 days. Do you think we can like fucking YOLO together, like just a fitment PCB, just so like we can put switches in a plate and like, you know, people can type on it? Surely like you can get PCBs that are like the correct size.
This is where
In,
you
like,
go
the
to
next,
YouTube and find the maker that has the biggest coupon code available for JLC PCB.
Oh yeah, we're fucking JLCing for sure. We're
You know,
absolutely
Simon,
JLC.
I was talking to Hubert, was it yesterday, Hubert, that I said that sometimes I prevent myself from doing some initiatives with you because every time that you do shit, it spills over. And holy shit, this is one of them. I mean, I can get some mock-ups if you give me the outlines, but as far as I remember, I kept pushing on it for 6 months and no one was giving me even outlines.
Yep. And now I have officially locked James in the basement with the NWO 5000 design because I need prototypes in 2 weeks. And we're moving all of CCR6 production from DDS to Hongtu. So we're also going to be like, yo, Hongtu, we're going to need to rapid prototype multiple things. Thanks. They're going to fucking hate us.
I'm going to
DDS
give you
mails.
friendly advice here, Gondo. Simon doesn't need help with a mock-up. You need to mock him to help him.
Yeah, pretty much. He needs professional help.
I do.
So I can get a design if it's just outlines. I can get a design done in minutes, but I'm not sure we can make it fabricated in like 2 weeks.
Of course I can. I can I can get JLC turnaround in let me check how long the last one took. It was like a couple days, and international shipping was like another couple days. I paid for fucking DHL. It's fine.
Just make Claude do it. We all saw
Make
how
Claude
it can
do
make.
it?
Yeah, just make Claude do it. Handle all the ordering process, etc. for you. Just ask it, and
Dude,
just
Claude-
send it out into the sky.
Dude, Claude is fucking dumb, dude.
What do you mean?
Claude is
Claude
dumb.
What do you
Claude
mean?
is dumb.
Claude is very dumb.
Are you saying that the nice company with would lie about the specifications of the product?
Oh,
Probably.
you're talking about the, oh no, our product is so good, we can't
Oh.
like put it out. You guys aren't ready for it? Yeah. Totally hit
What-
me up with that fucking, like 5th century like marketing strategy. Thanks, dude.
But why would they say that if they didn't have a product that wasn't good?
I mean, to be fair, like
That
I
is
use
lying.
Claude for like Blackdrop initial development for like doing like architecture wireframes, figuring out like what the fuck. And like Claude is very, very, very stupid.
How about
it's
you get the prototype and you just hand wire it, Simon?
True.
Just hand wire it. Just get a stainless plate cut and just hand wire it.
Yeah, so you may not know this, but like the G80 5000 is plateless.
I mean, that's fine. Then you just like omit the plate and then you just wire the switches together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Gondo's laughing.
you're gonna wire them where
I might know that.
you know,
easy.
Simon, he takes obscure designs of old German keycaps and he wants to make them in 15 days. You know?
Yeah.
No.
It took the Germans
sir,
years
you're
to
not
develop
seeing the
it.
vision here.
And
What is
Simon
going to
wants-
happen is that Simon's going to go in to it, like on the table at KeyCon. He's going to put just what looks to like any ignorant observer would just see a mess of wires and switches soldered together. but thanks to the little label he put in corner, this is the NWO prototype, and it'll just be a bunch of hand-wired switches with caps on them and wires dangling in between, all like dangly, like wired up to this small Pro Micro in the corner.
I can't.
Please, yes. He can. If there's anyone that can do it, it's you two. Gondo with the PCB firmware, Simon with
the vision,
yeah,
and
Oh man,
expertise of the T's.
the tease.
Yeah.
See, like, yeah. See, Gondo.
What's that?
Like, I'm out here. I'm out here doing the Lord's work. Okay, because like
Is that so?
theoretically, like we refunded like $8,000 in like price drops for everybody, right? We could have just kept that money and I could have just paid James for his work, right? We could have taken that money and
Maybe.
used it for NWO 5000 prototyping. I could have
Yeah.
like paid a PCB designer, but no, I just gave everybody their money back, so I got
So-
fucking nothing.
But you say so you say you're doing the Lord's work, but like how many wives do you have?
Too many, bro. Too
Yeah,
many.
we cannot agree with that.
True. Yeah.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
All right. Is it time?
Yes. So first of all, tomorrow I have it's not only Memorial Day, but it's my mother's birthday. So we're going to Cheesecake Factory. I don't know when
Yo.
Nice.
I don't know when you're going to do the Keeb Foundation stream, but I would love to note take again. But don't
It'd be tomorrow.
okay, don't schedule it around me. I'm just free in the afternoon. Like I can't make normal stream hours, but I'd love to do it.
Make
mean,
sure
if-
to plug
what
in
if we
Hubert's
do-
mic this time.
Yeah, we will.
Oh,
Because desktop audio is muted from VODs in my
Oh.
stream. So like everybody just like got to see how cute you were, and that was it.
No.
Yeah, we'll probably do like a later in the day stream like we did like originally, but like you don't have to show up unless like you want to show up.
Oh, I wanna show up.
I
I
can't
wanna show up.
wait to another stab at waking up on a Tuesday morning, waking up like 6 a.m., look at Simon still online, go in and just see like Simon absolutely pissed and Hubert taking notes in the corner.
Well, yeah, if we're gonna do a nighttime stream, I'm gonna drink some beers, dude. Like I work hard enough to drink some beers.
No, I'm
Definitely downing those beers like a proper like blue collar.
Yep. I can
I'm
respect
down.
that.
this coming week I'm totally free. I took the whole week off of work, so I'm down for whatever, like online, offline calls, whatever. But the thing that I want to
Ooh.
say before we talk about this is, I've created a new document, which is just Q&A and comments, and I separated from the intro document just so it's not like
Okay.
all conglomerated. Gondo brought up some really fucking good points.
I'm sure he did.
Armendis brought some good points because he and the KeyCon team changed into a nonprofit this year through fiscal sponsorship.
Let's go.
So they have a lot of comments and things they would like. You've explained the whole vision. You've explained it in big words. You've explained it in small words. But just again, because I know people will ask, okay, so what is he doing? Like, why is he doing a nonprofit? Can you please give an elevator pitch on what Keeb Foundation is, your vision?
Yeah. So like, I live stream, right? I do my Twitch shit. I make YouTube videos, and like I design and sell keyboards, right? And they're silly things, but I've always been like community focused, caring about giving people good value, making good product, blah blah blah. And everybody fucking says that. But I've been running a not-for-profit stream with like full transparency. Basically, every keyboard project I've ever run has been at a loss. And like that is by choice because that is how I like to operate. Now, I want to do two things. Thing number one is I want to go full time into keyboards, and I've already like made that switch officially. Where I work 8 hours plus a day, and keyboards is my job. And the only way that I am comfortable doing something like that is if one, I do it in like I build it out in such a way that I build out a like an organization that is there to help the hobby specifically, and I'm only okay doing it if like the amount that I make is disclosed, limited, and like locked to a nonprofit and whatnot. And the tax advantages of being a nonprofit are like really nice because like, for example, I got in CCR6, right? We collected like 60 grand in 118 units, of which 8 grand was like shipping, tax, whatever. But we refunded 8 grand, and that's on top of the nearly 3 grand of fees that like are gone. So that's just money like I never see. But the idea is that we do cool projects that are not for profit. Think of what can be done if we like just fucking make the things we want to make and there's no profit incentive at all. I don't know. I think that like there's really cool potential, at least for like making keyboards, like keyboard designs, keyboard fabrication, manufacturing, all of that. Then obviously there's like all the standard shit, like let's make educational resources, let's archive fucking uh mirrors of the Authority, Geekhack, all that shit. If we can fucking buy Geekhack, let's do that and set it up in such a way that it's owned by the community and it's like not owned by me. That's the other thing of a nonprofit, is like the way nonprofits are set up is I cannot benefit from the nonprofit, which is perfect. That's what I want. I don't even want that to like be an option. I don't know. That is a terrible elevator pitch. That's like a scatterbrain elevator pitch of ballpark what we want to do. But like conceptually, the idea is make good shit, help out the hobby, don't be an asshole, have standards and morals and shit. And basically, it's the same fucking shit I've been doing the whole time, but now more official.
I brought this up to Gondo, and I added all the notes onto that new document. And I'm not putting on the spot, Gondo, but do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Tanghus want to say something because he raised his hand.
Tanghus died.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh shit!
Yes, I did.
What the fuck?
What? Wait! What is going on? Well, what's going on right now? Before we get to Gondo, what are you doing? Is he choking?
Tanghus, just leave the cocaine, to other time.
What happened? Your face looks flushed and
your
eyes watery. Oh, you were choking?
Pro tip:
don't die.
Don't breathe your own saliva. It's generally considered a bad move.
The Denmark education system strikes again.
Exactly. It's just like, this is the value of like, if you do this, you might end up like a poor Brazilian third grader who will drown in their own saliva because they've been trying to breathe it all day.
Bro,
Sorry,
I was,
dude.
yeah, I got so scared. I saw your cheeks were flushed and your like
Yeah,
eyes were watering. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
I was
worried.
literally drowning myself in my own fucking drool. What's the name of the band? Drowning Drool? Yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, don't do that. Like, genuine life advice. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
As for questions, no. My only burning question I have for Simon, like I've heard a lot about the project in general, but like I think the question we all want to know is, will you allow the basement to unionize?
Yeah, I think the like one of the most important parts of like the Keeb Foundation that I want to do is pay designers fairly. Like currently, and a lot of people brought this up, and it's something that I'm going to build into Blackdrop. But like everybody, like after the group buy was over, everybody got their emails being like, "Yo, your refund's coming. What do you want to do with the money?" Like I want to give people the option of being like, "Hey, let me tip the designer. Let me tip the the group buy runner. You know, because the money's already there, for example." But aside from that, the idea is to be able to pay people fairly by making profit not a target. You make the keyboard, and as you make the keyboard, you structure out you are getting paid exactly this much, you are getting paid exactly this much. Nothing should be performance based. It should be based on just making a good fucking product.
Well, I have a problem with that. I have several
Okay.
problems with that. The first is that going to an organization requires organizing, right? And one of the parts of organizing becomes having clear sets, goals, and a mission.
Mhm.
At least in the elevator pitch that Simon gave, and that was the overall gist of the document that I read. Not sure if something has been discussed. There were no clear goals. There were no clear, we want to do this. But it's not, we want to make the community better. That doesn't work, man. I'm sorry. You need something that, okay, I want to have, so in the feedback that I gave Hubert, I gave him like specific what I want to do. So, like I want to make educational content for people on say PCBs because it's something that I wanted to do for a long time. I just don't have the time. I want to do this. I want to do that, and I think that it should be structured like this. This is the kind of mindset that you have to have when you do organization shit, And since I run a lab with people, I have some experience with that. I'm not a huge CEO, by the way. I have some experience with that. Now,
I mean, you're pretty fucking jacked. I'd say you're a huge CEO.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I guess, yeah. And then the thing is, you have to have your mission, your goals, right? For instance, you have to have a little bit more clear cut about things. Okay, so I want to pay designers fairly. Too easy, man. What the fuck is fairly? At some point, you will have to come up with a number, and that number
Precisely.
is going to upset someone because they're not going to think that it's fair. So
But what if the majority of people think it's fair? What if we draft the nonprofits bylaws
Simon, when it's about
together?
money,
Yep,
nothing
even when
is
it's
fair.
about money.
No one thinks anything is fair. Everyone thinks that their work should be better rewarded. It's like the
I
nature of
disagree.
life.
I disagree.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen that
I
it's gonna happen
don't
that a
think that way.
particular design, for instance, let's say that we have several designs and then one design gets selected by the community, which was something that I saw in the document, right? Okay, so have the community select some designs that some of our designers came up with, and then we run that. So something like that, right? What if that particular designer sees that his design got some traction and then they want more money for it? Because that's going to happen eventually, you know?
I mean, first of all, like, it's not going to be like Okay. So, like, first of all, something like that isn't just going to be like a contest of anybody gets in willy nilly. Like, people are going to be signing contracts because there's going to be intellectual property on the line. There's going to be payments on the line. So, contractually, no, fuck you. It's not even legally possible. But the way that something like that would be set up is because, like, as a nonprofit, to just, give cash money to a random fucking person, it's generally, it's not advised. It's frowned upon, right? So you got to like have some sort of, paper that says, "Hey, I'm paying this person this amount for this reason." And it's going to be done long in advance. So like, I don't see that as a problem. Gondo, like, all of the problems that you think are problems are things that, like, as we sit down and figure out the entirety of the structure, are all things with answers. That's the whole fucking point of this. Remember that Keeb Foundation, I mean, like, I don't know if you know, but like, I'm not starting on this until next year. We've got until then to fucking put the whole structure together, basically. And yeah, I guess that, like, people like are greedy and want money, but that's exactly what the company is about. It's about, I come to you, a based individual, because I only want to deal with the cool people that want to fucking help out. And I say, Gondo, let's fucking do something cool, dude. Like, we're always looking at projects of like, it's got to be fucking financially feasible and blah blah blah. What if Gondo, what if money wasn't an option, right? What if you could just fucking make something super cool? Let's say theoretically, like a new method of analog input on a PCB that nobody's fucking done, right? We could fucking set that up, dude. We could fucking set that up and make something that genuinely excites people.
Yeah, Simon, but you see that's pretty, that's nice, but you're going to have life things happen. Money is a thing. Okay, it's a non-profit. Okay, I get it. You don't want to benefit from it, which I believe you should.
Oh, it's not that I don't want to benefit from it. I'm okay to take like a small fair salary, and we can set up what that is
No,
in the
fuck you.
bylaws.
It's not a small fair salary. It's a salary. You should take a salary. Stop that.
That's
Stop
fine,
that
dude. That's
wording.
fine.
Stop that white knighting wording. You want to do something
I
because you think it's right, and
don't
that's enough.
care. Yeah,
That's enough.
exactly. Like, I don't care.
Okay,
Like, the way
listen.
that I want the structure, like,
I
at
want
least for my payment, will
an
be like,
organization.
I can make up to X, and I get to choose where I can sit on that scale. That's fine with me. As long as X is like median salary and I can pick where I want, that's fine, dude. That's perfectly fair.
But
I'm capable of being fucking reasonable. Everybody's capable of being reasonable.
I
I just
disagree.
like,
I disagree very much. But what I mean is, it's fine to have a goal and to acknowledge that you need resources to achieve that goal. Gondo, I want to develop a new analog input method. That shit takes money, lots of
yeah,
fucking money. Product
yeah,
development, research and development takes fucking money. It's
mhm,
it's not that simple. You're gonna need money, and at some
yes.
point, that's gonna be a problem with. I don't want money.
Well, no, it's not I don't want money. It's I want that money to be specifically put into the nonprofit and stay within the nonprofit. And then it is forced to be used for product development or projects or stuff like that. So when I say I want to do when I say I want to do a project where we don't think about profit, it doesn't mean we're going to make zero margin on it. There will be a margin on everything because of course there will be, because things fucking cost money. But the idea is that money once made, one, is not immediately taxed. Two, does not belong to me. It belongs to a nonprofit that a board controls. And most importantly, that money can be used for good, dude. So, like, we can take project monies, we can take community monies and use it to develop new technologies, as long as those technologies fall within the realm of the nonprofit of, okay, it's going to be open source in this particular way. We're going to make sure that, like, there is support for like X amount of depth. We're going to make sure that here's how we're going to handle the intellectual property. And, you know, it's all for good. We can do it, Gondo. Just, you got to think positive. You
It's
got to
not.
think
It's not
positive.
that I'm not thinking positive, man. It's that a mission
Like,
and value.
My mission, by the way, like the mission, the goal is the same shit that I've been doing for 6 years. It hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is like the structure's going to change a little bit, and like I'm going fucking full time. But like all throughout, and like I'm not going to be able to yell as much and be as much of an asshole on streams. I think, like I have to look into that, but like I'm pretty sure that like, you know, if we as a nonprofit create content, I'm not allowed to, you know, call people fucking assholes and tell them to kill themselves and whatnot. So that's probably going out the window. But like besides that, dude, it's going to be the same stuff, but more professional, right? And I can't do it alone, right? And I'm going to need a lot of people to fucking volunteer. But if anything over like the last 10 years of me being in the hobby is there are good people that do volunteer and want to do good. And as long as, you know, they see that you also want to do good and like everybody's moving in the same direction, bro, everybody's willing to help out. Everybody's fucking willing to help out. Like I know that like the kind of people that like are living rent free in the back of your head, Gondo, they exist. But like I don't want to deal with them. It's not my fucking problem. Like go run a for-profit project, go do whatever you want, do fucking like depressing fucking corporate shit, whatever. But like I want to do my thing. And like if I have the opportunity to do my thing and like we can run enough keyboard projects to get enough like money to like also drive enough interest, create enough content, create enough like of a framework to make it worthwhile, set up memberships for people. You know, once a year you can get a fucking t-shirt or a hoodie and like a cool little thing that, you know, we can have an artist make, and, you know, money goes towards doing cool shit. You know, it goes towards, hey, let's host this shit. Let's acquire more. Let's get open source projects, community projects all in like one place. You know, let's get everyone together. Let's get everybody to help out, right? But let's also reward people when we can, you know, if we're getting, you know, people to like write content. Let's say Hubert is asked to write like huge, like textization of like, you know, video information, design information, like he should get fucking paid for that, you know. Probably won't be hourly, but it'll be here, boom. And we set up a sort of system where everybody that is involved, everybody that is in the foundation gets some sort of say, you know, and all the finance shit is as transparent as it can be. I can build the tech that creates all of this and like lets it happen where, you know, you can do your membership and like after being a member for like 6 months, you can start like voting of like how you want things to be. And like that's kind of how I want to put together the bylaws originally, is like I want to like crowdsource how it's all going to work. You know, the only thing that's not crowdsourced is going to be like the upstart like cost to like make the company and everything, which I'll just pay out of my pocket, which is fucking fine, dude. I don't mind. Like I'll make it so like I get reimbursed or something. It's fine.
Tanghus had something. Tanghus.
I don't even know where to start at this point. But I think one of the, like, a lot of this, I have some, like, okay, I have quite a few reservations about this because right now it is very wishy-washy. It's up here. As Gondo was saying, you really need more concretization to like present to people for sure, because right now this also really feels like one of my favorite XKCDs of all time, but the standards one.
There are now 15 competing standards.
Exactly. Now we have 15 competing foundations because you already have a lot of like open source and free.
I want to specifically acquire. I want like if the people truly care about it being available to the public and it's not selfish, then they're going to want to be in a centralized solution that is owned by the community and not any individual and set up by strict bylaws that fucking protect it.
But we've done this so many times. Like back in the day, you had the RMK, they had a wiki. GKFP, they had a wiki. Desk Authority, they had a wiki.
Yeah, I'm not saying we make a wiki, dude.
Beatsmore has Telconta. Then you are going into after that, the story fell because that was basically the House of Cards.
I'm saying that I get 5 keyset designers, 10 keyset designers, and they make in-depth, how do you fucking model keycaps? How do you work on particular... I'm not looking to fucking recreate something that already fucking exists. If the information is there, the information is there. It'll be nice to, slowly build out like a wiki, but like realistically, I'd rather just look at a wiki and be like, yo, bro, can we just yoink this wiki and it's over here now? And just smush everything together. That's fucking fine, dude. I don't care about who owns what. I don't care where things are. I am not trying to centralize everything. I'm not trying to be the fucking pinnacle of keyboards. I'm trying to just do some cool projects, help people out, And
But
part of
that's
that is like putting
also
out
not my point.
information.
What I'm trying to say, there's already a lot of projects out there that's driven in this community aspect, and I would say it's more worthwhile, instead of latching them in and joining them in, it might be worth, say, supporting them.
Yes.
But one of the things I also see is like the structures. Like, this is going to be a bookkeeping nightmare of all the support and the transparency that you're going to like have for X project. Say, here's the Keeb Foundation. We gave, let's say, 5,000 for Gondo. Oh, by the way, he ran off. He spent like four grand on blackjack and hookers, and then spent the last 1,000 on a plane ticket to somewhere called Paraguay. So purely, that is a fictional setting, of course, people. But and also, how are you going to proceed this? Because there's going to be a lot. You saw kind of the same thing. There's going to be a lot of organic growth, but a lot of it seemed to be a case of you like kicking in the door and just start firing. If you look at the right to repair movement, like how that started very small, and it took years for that to like start gaining momentum in the foundation they have going there, and still they're struggling in many ways. You're going to have to find so many pro bono lawyers and people like supporting this project. I do believe like the idea is great because it is, as you say, a community thing, but it's also a case of like, how do you also protect this community thing?
Yes.
Because Desk Authority, again, was a community thing, but it was owned by a guy. Then it was bought by another guy who kind of like, until he was like, I don't want to play with this anymore. Then the community offered to take this over because there's no like guardrails in place.
Yes, exactly. Wow. It's almost like we should all like specifically figure out how to do that. How to like protect.
But this is also one of the things I kind of miss that you can criticize when you're presenting this to people right now, is that what is like, here's the grand plan, but what does it take to get like to support the grand plan?
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're kind of showing them here's the core of the onion, but like you also need the things that actually makes the onion grow. You meet the shell, you need the rest of the plant. Like you need to like present this. Like, how the fuck do I even get this?
And that is the goal for the next 6 months.
That's going to be a very busy 6 months, though.
It is.
Yeah. But like, it's gonna like, people are gonna help out. So regarding accounting and bookkeeping, like already like immediately somebody reached out to me and was like, yo, I want to help out specifically with bookkeeping and accounting, which is very cool. So like already that's good to go. For the legal stuff, my general plan is we as a community draft the bylaws. The bylaws don't have to be in super legally format. They're just how specific things are supposed to fucking work. And then for like the like actual like very legal stuff of like who owns what is something that we'll figure out in the bylaws. But if we end up needing to pay a lawyer, we end up needing to pay a lawyer. It's not a huge deal. But again, like all of this, like all of these questions are very good questions. This is why I have set up cloud.keeb.foundation. Cloud.keeb. Yep. And it's the thing that Hubert is typing on, I presume. It's basically like Google Docs, but it's hosted in my basement. So Google doesn't have the information. But yeah, the idea is to like slowly branch out and build out the entirety of the structure as needed. And I've got until then to do it. And my general goal is like between now and end of years to try and make a decent amount of money with like black drop sales, probably do like 5-6 good projects this year, try and make a little bit of money, and then I can take all that money and put it into Keeb Foundation, which will be cool.
Yeah, there's. Oh, sorry, Gondo. Go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say about the heritage thing that I told you earlier that I think would be
Yes,
a good
please.
initiative here.
But by the way, Simon, all of this is in that document. So like, it's a lot of.
My dude. Thank you, Hubert.
Yeah. So just if you ever want to look at it, go ahead, Gondo.
There's one thing that I think this kind of organization would be perfect for, would be to maintain projects, right? So I have been receiving lots of requests to revive old designs, as in make electronics for them, because this thing here, this huge hunk of metal, it's a hunk of metal. It's gonna live. The electronics inside them, not so much.
Yeah.
So lots of people reaching out like, hey, can you make a spare PCB for my insert keyboard here? Most lately, the HBCP. And I literally have like a line of projects people want me to do. And they be like, when you're going to run this? I'm like, I have to finish the ones that I'm running right now. The problem is always designing them, right? Because most of these projects, if those projects use, say, some sort of standardized pattern PCB, people wouldn't be having those problems. The standardized PCBs have their problems, right? So it's not like I'm criticizing, but the matter of fact is that we have a lot of good but old projects that use proprietary PCBs that people want PCBs for, and then it's very hard to design because we don't have the files for those. So one thing that I was talking to Hubert was like, what if we have some department or some section of organization that would be something like this? And then again, I haven't outlined this quite well, but something like, we give designers a opportunity to submit some support files for their projects to us, and then we can use those to support the community later on when they're gone. So if you want to give us your PCB file, like just the straight PCB files, we're gonna make a vow not to use them, not to share them, not to do anything with them.
Or we can make a vow to be able to produce them at cost for anybody that shows up.
No, what I mean is maybe when that person is off, because maybe that person still expects some profit from that,
Yeah.
and we
yeah,
don't
of
want to
course. Yeah,
compete
this
with
would be
them.
like after.
Yeah. So we would have to have some clear some clear standards for when we should start using those files. For instance, one of the big problems that I have is with say Maxtery, right? Because he's gone. Zanat's gone. Maxtery doesn't do anything anymore, but legally speaking, he still owns the files for the PCBs that I've designed. If I am not mistaken, the company was forcefully dissolved by the UK government last year, something like that. And when that happens, the IP basically, I think it comes to me. I don't know exactly how that happens, but they don't own the IP anymore. So all of those things needs to be like ironed out.
Yeah.
But this is something that I think have some sort of authority that would concentrate these designs and say, okay, so we are the guys that can uh, store these projects for the future, and that would give the community some sort of assurance or some sort of security. Because I have lots of people today saying, hey, I love this board, this PCB, this thing is awesome, but I'm feared that I'm gonna buy it in 5 years from now. I'm gonna need electronics for it, and I'm not gonna have them, and it's a $500-600 keyboard.
So Gondo, just for like clarity, that is a fantastic fucking idea. And it's a fantastic fucking idea in such a way that like it's not like, oh, Keeb Foundation should do this. It's these are projects that Keeb Foundation would be supporting. Not we're gonna do all the things. It's when there's a cool fucking idea, either we do the idea, we fund the idea, or we just make the fucking idea happen. Because this is awesome. Because like we could do like PCBs, the Keeb Foundation, and Dead Man Switch with like after X amount of time, files are available. We set it up in such a way that it's somehow independent of like any I don't know, like realistically, like I have to figure out how hosting is going to work for Keeb Foundation because like the general rule of thumb is like I want it to be like even if I get hit by a train like 50 years from now, we will still have the hosting.
Well,
I
these
don't know how
technical
the fuck,
files.
but I'll
Well,
figure it out.
on technical files, you can do like GitHub organizations, right? So GitHub has organizations where you can have multiple people with multiple levels of privileged access.
Yep.
And
But I thought
so,
he said he wanted the files to be available. Like, I've seen that uptime.
Oh,
no,
no.
I
The
mean,
idea is to take their model
so
and host
my
it
thing is,
ourselves.
for instance, say Canon keys, right? So we can take the Canon keys and say, hey, you have lots of projects, lots of them are proprietary PCBs. What if you could supply us those files so that 10 years from now, when Canon keys is no more and people still need the files for those, we can either release the files or produce PCBs with that. You know, then
Yeah,
again,
and we
maybe
set
at
it
no
up in such
cost.
a way, like I can set it up in such a way that it's zero trust, where they upload the files in such a way that we don't even have access to the files until the time has passed. So like even though the files are there, we cannot decrypt them. Like it's rather easy to do.
Yeah, maybe you can do something like that. Then again, I think the details should be ironed out. But what I mean is not only maintain and support the projects that we maintain and support from zero, but also give other designers and the opportunity to have those files in some place. Um, I think that would be nice. The logistics would
Yeah.
be a little bit of a problem. Then again, the hosting, dealing with with the detainees of the files, that 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 needs to be polished. But I think it would be a nice thing, and it's a problem that I'm seeing personally very frequently now. Very frequently.
Yeah, it's a problem that like I think about. Like I literally just sold a keyboard. Okay, what do I do now? Like where am I going to make the files available or the PCBs available?
Yep.
Because like you got to support it for like at least like 5-10 years. And then after that, you got to figure out something for after that. But like you need to figure it out now. I mean, you can kick the can down the road, but it'd be really nice if, there was just like, here's a system that everybody can use, which is after
Yeah.
X time, files unlock. And, there's maybe some sort of very basic like approval layer to just like make sure people aren't uploading fucking, I don't know, like
I mean,
memes.
some analysis is needed, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, yeah, theoretically, this is a great idea. Hubert, I presume you've already written down this idea.
Yeah.
So, yoink.
Yeah. I have two things to say. The first is this is to Gondo and Simon, although maybe this is to Tanghus if he has some secret projects that he's working on that we don't know of.
But if I told you, then it wouldn't be a secret.
Yeah. I don't know the coding and the designing part of it, but what if you guys this is what I'm getting at. Let me help you take some of the burden off in terms of Simon, I know you have some review backlog. Just let me fucking edit whatever you need so I can assist, like help with that. So you can, I can help with the things that I have skills in and let you worry about something else.
Fun fact, up until recently, my issue was like, how am I going to give you the files? But we now have Keeb Foundation, and I can literally just put them on the server. And you
Yes.
can just access the files on the server, and we don't have to go through Google. Like, it's awesome that like we've already set this up.
That's perfect because in my mind, what can I do to help Gondo create this series of PCB videos, design videos? I can edit. Gondo, just record. I'll deal with it. Simon, you have a lot of review things in the pipeline. Just record it. I'll fucking fix it. I'll fucking edit it. So Tanghus was half sort of jokingly like, oh, we have an editor here. Why don't you just reach out? But I genuinely would like to help both of you with that. And the second part that I was going to bring up. Oh, go ahead.
I was joking. Like,
I was not.
I am not Shanghaiing,
Right.
because first of all,
Yeah.
I have seen no money from the hiring process here, unfortunately. So I can't even claim that I'm Shanghaiing. So this has all been a joke.
Yeah. And the second thing is, obviously life happens. And I will never speak on someone's situation, but I am not the person to say, let me help you with this, let me volunteer with this, and not do it. If that happens, it's because something horrible has happened in my life, financial wise, family wise. So it's not like I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll help with this. I'm actually going to do it. So you can take my word for gold, basically, or whatever the most valuable commodity is. And an addendum, I have a third thing. I'm the type of person that fucking loves it when there's a big ass goal. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have to be ironed out between now and 2027 or however long it takes. But I do appreciate you, Simon, for having the goal and for people like Gondo, people like Tanghus to be so wanting to help you figure out that goal, where it's open discourse like this. We can do this. We need this. This has to happen. This has to happen. They're not poo-pooing your goal or your dream. They're just trying to figure out how to make it reality. And I love it how we have based individuals like Gondo and Tanghus and everybody that's given their thoughts that I added to that document. There's a lot of people that want to help. There's obviously a shit ton of work, but there are a lot of people like me, like Gondo. I'm not going to throw Tanghus in the mix. I don't want to Shanghai him, but people that are willing to make our dream a reality and put in the hard fucking work. So
you can toss me in the mix as soon as written into the bylaws, like how big a percentage you get for enrollment.
Oh, for getting people into the basement? That is the largest reward is the basement hires. The basement guardian. You just get them in the basement, lock the door.
No, you get the right to the first whip.
Oh God.
No, I love it. We have a motivation is great, right? Motivation is awesome. You have a great big goal.
Yep.
It's one thing to have motivation. It's another to have discipline. It's another thing to actually go through. Fuck. Yesterday I wasn't feeling it. I was outside the whole day. I was doing yard work, but I knew that I had a leg day. Since we have Gondo here,
God.
I had to do legs, and I didn't feel like I wanted to do it. I had no motivation, but I had the discipline to see it done because that's what I've done ever since I started exercising 20 plus years ago. So you need hardworking individuals that are not only motivated, but have discipline. And I think I speak on these. No. I mean, Gondo is a person. There's a lot of people like that in the community, and I'm fucking excited for this.
Yeah, man, but
This is amazing.
That's something that's something that I struggle a lot in my personal life is you say discipline, right? Because so I mean, I don't want to be professorial, but there was this guy named Nietzsche, right? Pretty famous guy, and he once said something very, it's deep if you think about it, which is motivation fucking sucks. Fuck motivation, because it comes and goes. There are days that you feel like it. There are days that you feel don't feel like it. So the true value of things or the way that you get shit done is discipline. And I'm one of those people. I have prevented my personal life from developing lots of times simply because I have the discipline to see shit over, and if you want to get shit done, you need people like that. I'm not saying that I'm, the end all be all. But you kind of need people like that, people that just have the goal in mind and they work towards that goal independently of fluctuations on that. Um, it's just the kind of person that I am, I guess. So there needs to be someone that is like the how can I say this, the boring guy, the guy that sees everything black and white. Like, hey, this is pretty and all, but how the fuck are we gonna do this? And it's such an inglorious position to be in, that you're like, okay, you have aspirations and you have dreams, but making them happen is just another very different one. I was talking to this friend of mine. She wanted to get into PhD, like, are you going to have the discipline to work like weekends? Are you gonna have the discipline to just do shit because you have to do them, right? And she said no, and then I'm like, you're gonna have a fucking miserable time doing
Yeah.
it, because that's just how it is. You have to be focused on a single project, on a single thing for 3-4 years. Um, and I do hope that this goes through, man. I do hope that something like this foundation that brings players and and consumers together is an amazing thing, because if you really think about it, that's exactly the thing that make the keyboard community good. The fact that the representatives and the players were very close to the consumers. You couldn't tell the difference at some point, right? And we've lost that. And I think that's kind of sad. It was only natural, with the hobby's growth, but it was only natural. So
We're bringing it back, Gondo. We're bringing it back, and you
I
guys
don't
don't
know,
have to
man.
worry about fucking motivation.
I don't know
I've
what
been
is.
here
I
all day,
I
every
don't know
day.
if there's coming back from this community. I don't know if we've just.
Oh, okay,
I know if
Gondo.
it's
Gondo.
just.
Here's the thing. If you look at any hobby right now, like the crisis that we have in keyboards of the hobby is dying or the hobby is dead, every fucking hobby has this right now, because like consumption has dropped massively. So like every single fucking hobby is going through the same shit. Keyboards will be fine, bro. If,
Lies.
just let me fucking light ahead.
Ham radios. That's been booming.
As somebody that literally gave 2 ham radios to my brother-in-law today, yes, you are right. I was like, here, have some Baofigs. Let's go.
I know keyboards are fine. What I mean is, I fear that the transformation of this community into something, it simply can't go back. I was talking to this other guy. So
I'm
I was
bringing it
one
back,
of the things.
Gondo.
I don't know, man.
Bringing it
Well,
back,
so
bro.
for instance, I
We're
was talking to
bringing
Hubert.
it
So
back.
I really like music. Like, I've been playing music since the age of like 4 or something, and I love these things here. So these are depths. I'm not sure if anyone knows these, but these are like, how can I say this? They're like phones. Let's put it that way. They really look like phones, but they don't do phone shit. They just play music, and they play high res stuff. And for someone that's gay like me, that likes that kind of stuff, I care about bit depth. I'm sorry, sampling rate. It makes a difference for me. My ears are delicate. I'm sorry. And then,
I mean,
so
you
this
say
one,
they're not phones, but like literally any new Walkman these days is just a phone without a GSM antenna.
No,
because they look like phones. Every time someone sees this, they look, is that a phone? I'm like, it's kind of like a phone, because there's no better way of explaining it. It really looks like a phone. It's like
I
a
just
phone
tell
that
people
just
it's
plays
an
music.
MP3 player.
It's
when
an
they ask what
MP3
my
player.
DAP is.
Yeah, but see, if you say MP3 player to like Gen Z, they're not going to know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
they
no
don't,
Gen Z person who talks to me, I would slap the shit out of them. Why the fuck are you
those are
talking
my
to me?
students,
Guys,
man.
I was
Those
there
are
back
my
then
students.
too.
We have Gen Alpha.
MP4
Just last
players.
week,
They were
I
the
was
shit.
told that the professor is Looksmaxxing. I'm like, what the fuck?
The fuck is that?
Is
What does that
Looksmaxxing?
mean?
Yeah, I was told I was Looksmaxxing, because I go to the
I mean,
gym.
you were Looksmaxxing before Looksmaxxing
It was a thing,
began.
yeah.
Looksmaxxing.
And they use the 6-7 meme all the time, so so I was talking to him and say, hey dude, can you help me? Would you be okay if I bought one and sent to you, and if you brought me to KeyCon, because these are so goddamn expensive in Brazil? And he's like, okay. And the new one, this has like 12 years, 13 years. The new one looks exactly like this. Like exactly
I
like
know.
this. Except
looked
for,
at the
okay, it
fucking-
plays music better, or maybe it has more better, whatever, but it looks the exact fuck same. And that kind of thing is what scares the fuck out of me in this community. Imagine, in 13 years from now, we're gonna have the same keyboards. I don't want to be a part of that, man. I don't want to be a part of something that just pushes out the same product over and over and over, and that fucking sucks. Yeah, I would love to have
I've had this
that.
for 13 years.
More than that exists for more than you and I probably.
Exactly. It's already there.
Okay, it's highly impractical, but look how fucking awesome it is, you know? And I don't know, maybe someone typed the nuclear codes on it. Maybe that shit has history. Things were done on it, you know? Yeah,
Things were definitely done on this one.
exactly.
Considering
I
that's
would
also been here
imagine
for
that
what,
you did a
13
lot of
years?
things on those ones. Yes.
This pollutioning.
So like
This pollutioning too.
that's what I fear, man. I fear we're not coming back because simply there's no competing with China. It's as simple as that. I am sorry. There is no competing with China. Even China can't compete with China. So much so that Denizen has pulled out. You know? So,
Let's try though. Let's try. Let's do it.
no, I mean, it's not right. There is a niche, there is a market, and there is a captive community of people that wants something, that wants a crafty experience of interacting with their computer. I get that, you know? But I fear that it's just, you know, it's just not gonna be the same thing probably. You know when like you play a video game that you've loved when you were a kid, and then as an adult you realize it's complete fucking garbage.
Yeah.
That might just be it. You know, that might just be okay. It's keyboards. You know, so
Bro,
yeah.
listen, the most important part of this hobby isn't the fucking keyboards. It's the people. It's the meetups. It's the learning. It's the engagement. It's the community. It's
But
the
they
shit
don't know
post.
that.
It's
They
the
don't know
fucking
that,
kissing
Simon.
alligators,
They
bro.
don't know
No.
that.
It is
Yes,
the
they
copper.
do.
No,
Yes,
the
they
most important bit in this hobby is the copper carrying the electrons.
No, the most important thing in this hobby is complaining, and then copper.
Okay, yeah. Complaining is a big part of it.
This is
Granted.
This is a good keyboard friend of the week segment. Great segue. Before we get to it though, I'm not somebody that likes to like pad my ego, but I said this during the Alex Otis episode. This is figuratively speaking, not literally. It gets me so hard.
It's okay. You can use the word literally because like we wrecked that word like 20 years ago. It's fine. You can use that. You can say you're literally getting hard from this. It's fine. The word carries no meaning anyway to it anymore.
There you go. Yeah. There's a saying that I like. I'm a big MMA fan, like Paul, but there's a saying that if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I'm so excited whenever there's a shit ton of hard work that has to be done because of the things that I personally have gone through in my life, either mentally, emotionally, physically. I love doing the hard things, and it gets me so excited when
I can't listen to this anymore. You've ruined it from the start with all the fucking innuendo.
It gets me so excited when there's a seemingly impossible goal or dream, but there's a will to do it, and I'm so fucking down. I'm so fucking excited for Keeb Foundation because my entire life I've had to do things voluntarily, involuntarily that have been like 100-hour work weeks. That's common. Physical activities, exercise, pushing to the limit, like all these hard things. And I'm so excited in order to use that shitty experience or experiences towards this goal of Keeb Foundation. Or like, there's going to be some really difficult shit. There's going to be some gray hairs grown, and there's going to be a lot of time spent and money spent. But I'm so down to do it with like-minded people that want to see this through. The fact that we're even trying, the fact that we're going to create something, that alone makes me so excited. I don't give a fuck if it takes a long ass time for everything to get situated, but the fact that
it will take time, dude. Everything takes time.
The fact that there is passion behind this, the fact that people like Gondo is so down to assist however they can. I'm excited for this, and I hope you understand, Simon, that we are very appreciative of you giving us the opportunity to help out, because there's so many people in the hobby that are fucking awesome and they just need the opportunity to help out, and you are providing this opportunity. It's gonna be hard fucking work. There's gonna be days, years, months that it seems like progress is stalling, but we're gonna keep getting at it, and we'll see what happens, man. We're all in it for the long haul, no matter how long it takes. Unless somebody dies of like cocaine overdose or like STDs from a hooker in Chicago. But
That's the shit I'm in for.
yeah. Should we good keyboard friend segment? I did not tell Gondo to bring a nomination up, but
So we're of course
Rude.
going to ask him right on the spot.
No, I do want to give, because whenever we have guests, we like to give the guests a platform to nominate good people. So I have a nomination from a viewer, but I did want to allow Gondo to give his nomination if he had one. And real quick, what is the good keyboard friend of the week segment, Simon and Tanghus?
The good keyboard friend of the week segment is when I'm out here trying to fucking, who's a good keyboard friend? A good keyboard friend is somebody that, like, on a Sunday, even though the dude works a full-time fucking job, is out there fucking helping you with your keyboard group buy, because, like, he's just a straight fucking G. That's a good keyboard friend. A good keyboard friend is somebody that you can just trust to be, ahead of keyboards at the keyboard company. That's a good keyboard friend.
Hell
Good
yeah.
keyboard friend is somebody that, somebody special, somebody that makes you better.
I know exactly the guy. That's a good keyboard friend. That's the kind of guy you write to him and say like, and he looks at it and goes like, that's fucking dumb. You should do it.
Yep.
And you go like, and then you do it, and then you're suddenly like $500 in debt. But he's a good friend. That's a good keyboard friend.
Yes.
And such guys, I can't guarantee that you'll find them on our website. I won't guarantee you won't find them on our website either. But on hugemeatbox.com, on the first link, if you know such a guy, the guy that you send to, and he gets responsive, that is the kind of guy you need to write up there. At the first link, there's a Google Sheets. Google Sheets form. Jump in there. Tell us about the guy. And we'll tell everyone.
Yes. We'll read your nominations at the end of every episode, so please send your nominations in. Do you have anybody, Gondo? Again, I don't want to put you on the spot, but since you're the guest, I want to give you the platform.
Man, I wanted to have Jay. I would have liked Jay to be here. And I hope he's able to make it to KeyCon. That would be fucking awesome. That would be freaking awesome. Let's hope. One can hope.
I'm not selling his ticket. I'm not selling his wife's ticket. I'm gonna have them.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Yep.
For our, you had something, Tanghus? I saw you.
No, I was just
Your mouth
nodding.
moving.
Okay. Just Jay got a Churchill this one. It's like he's got to fight. He's got to fight in the fields. He's got to fight in the sky. Like he's just got to stay in there and not surrender.
I'm thankful for the KeyCon staff for doing everything they can to assist Jay with whatever documents they need. Again, it's not my place to pry or what he needs and stuff like that, but if there's a way to get him here, they're helping him out, and I'm so appreciative of that. And I also want Jay to be there with us.
I think it's just because like it's 250 years since the incident, so they don't like ever been extra cautious, like just in case the Brits are going like they're up to something.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
We love you, Jay. For our nomination, thank you to Rock. Rock sent in a nomination nominating Stanrc. I met Stanrc when I was selling an EC Alice build I had put together. He was interested in picking up just the PCB, plate, switch assembly. We ended up talking through the whole build, compatibility, sourcing EC parts, and just how it came together. Turns out we both share the same appreciation for Alice layout, and like me, his collection leans heavily in that direction. After the transaction, we stayed in touch, talking builds, key sets, and boards we're both interested in. Since then, he's been one of the people checking advanced edits of build videos and giving some honest feedback, which is something that's been really valuable and honestly just fun to share the video making process with someone else. So I just wanted to say thanks to Stanrc for being a great keyboard friend. Thank you, Stanrc. Thank you, Rock. This is the shit that we do this for. I love it.
We do it for Stan.
Do it for Stan.
Yep.
And with that, those of you that see me, Simon, and or Gondo, well, yeah, all three of us, please come up to us at KeyCon. I will make this available before KeyCon.
You know, I'm not going to judge anyone who hasn't seen anyone but Gondo this whole stream. I won't judge.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we love you all. Thank you, the community. Thank you, the watchers, the listeners. You are what makes this community worth being a community, worth being part of. So on behalf of myself, Tanghus, Simon, James, and Gondo, thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.